अस्सलाम viewers, I hope so आप सब लोग ठीक होंगे. Today our lecture is about application of the dalton law. Application of dalton law. We'll discuss about the first application, which is collection of inert gases over water surface. Collection of, here we write the collection of inert gases over water surface then we'll discuss about the about this point. We draw some diagram to understand that point. Here we draw a container which contains water molecule. As we know about it, water molecule, from the water molecule evaporation take place at all temperature, so that water vapors will form from the water surface. When dry gas, inert gas enter into that container, the molecule of dry gas will combine with water vapors to form moist gas molecule. And moist gas molecule will collect over the water, so the partial pressure of moist gas molecule is equal to partial pressure of dry gas plus partial pressure of water vapors. So we can conclude that moist gas will be collected on the water surface regarding the formula of Dalton law. Total pressure is the sum of partial pressure of gases. So that second application is very common, that is respiration process in the human body. Respiration process in the human body. When we discuss about the respiration process, as we knew that oxygen inhaled into the lungs and carbon dioxide exhaled from the lungs. So why it is so? Suppose that is a human being, that is a unit of human being. Human being have a lungs, and in the lungs partial pressure of oxygen is 159 torr, but the partial pressure of oxygen is carbon dioxide is supposed to be 159 torr, but in the air molecule the partial pressure of oxygen gas is 159 torr and partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 116 torr. So that the difference of partial pressure in oxygen and human being. So from high partial pressure to low partial pressure, oxygen inhales from the lungs, inhales to lungs, and carbon dioxide due to high partial pressure in the lungs, it will exhale from the lungs. So that this process take place under the supervision of Dalton law. I think so. You can get these points. Uh, then we will discuss about the pilot feel uncomfortable, uncomfortable under flight at high altitude. Whenever we discuss about the high altitude, the partial pressure of gases will be low. Natural abundance of gases will be low, so that the partial pressure of oxygen is 150 torr. First of all, we discuss the at the high altitude, the partial pressure of oxygen gas is 150 torr. That is less than 159 torr. As you know about it, 159 torr partial pressure of oxygen is required for the breathing process in the human body. Is required for the breathing process in the human body, so that in the human body, so that pilot feel uncomfortable. Pilot feel uncomfortable, feeling uncomfortable uncomfortable in the unpressurized cabin, in the unpressurized cabin, so that we can say that pilots should use high pressurized cabin for flight at high altitude in the planes. If unpressurized cabin is introduced in the aeroplanes, then pilot feel suffocation, pilot feel uncomfortable during the flight and may cause great damages. That is all about Dalton law. Um, Today, next, we will discuss about the third application, which is observed by the sea diver will use scuba operators will use scuba operators. Why sea diver use scuba operators? When he will dive under 40 feet, when sea diver dive under 40 feet, will dive under 40 feet, 40 feet, he will breathe under high 5 times under high pressure, partial pressure of oxygen which is equal to 5 times greater than the normal pressure. Then the normal partial pressure of oxygen, which is equal to 159 bar. So he will use scuba operators containing containing helium 96% helium gas and oxygen gas. I think so here you can clear why sea divers use scuba apparatus containing helium and oxygen gas. Then another question arises, sea diver surfing slowly, must surfing slowly. Sea diver must surfing slowly. Why surfing slowly? When we discuss about this point, sea diver use experience high pressure. Under high pressure, inhales the gas molecule into the lungs. When sea divers surfing slowly, all these compressed gases are easily exhaled from the lungs, easily emit from the lungs without any damages, so that we can ride sea diver use will use normal air containing containing nitrogen gas 80%, which will highly soluble which will highly soluble in the blood with increase in pressure with increase in pressure and lungs will expand due to surrounding water droplet surrounding water droplet so so that sea diver must surfing slowly must surfing slowly must surfing slowly for exhaling all these gases, all these gases without any damages, without any damages from the lungs. And we'll discuss about the if sea diver suffering fastly, then what happens? That experience very critical conditions that are called bands. First of all, what are bands? Bands are condition of sea diver conditions of sea diver when he will surfing fastly, surfing fast, his lungs will expand due to diffused nitrogen gas and high pressure oxygen gas. It these gases may cause may cause great damages if sea diver not properly handled, will not properly handled. That conditions are called bands. That conditions are called bands. How to prevent the band from the sea diver if he will not properly handled? Prevention of bands. There are two ways by which uh, bands will be prevented by the sea diver. Prevention of bands. First one, in the scuba operator, sea diver must use will must use mixture of helium gas and oxygen gas instead of instead of normal air. First of all, if sea diver prevent from the band, then he will must use the mixture of helium and oxygen gas instead of normal air. Normal normal gases are air in the scuba apparatus. The scuba. Then second one, if a sea diver suffering fastly after it, he will allow to stand in the enter in the decompression chamber so that all these gases will exhale safely without cause any damages to lungs. After surfacing fastly fast by the sea diver, he should he must allow to enter in the decompression chamber, decompression chamber in which all gases all the gases all the gases will exhale from the lungs safely. I think so. You will be clear that lecture regarding application of Dalton law. Then we will discuss about in Urdu language. First of all, बेटा हमने collection of inert gases किया from the water surface. वाटर सरफेस के ऊपर हम कैसे गए कलेक्शन करेंगे कैसे की ये ड्राई गैस है ड्राई गैस वाटर वेपर से जाके मिलती है मॉइस्ट गैस बनती है मॉइस्ट गैस का जो प्रेशर होगा दैट इज द सम ऑफ पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ ड्राई गैस एंड वाटर वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ वाटर वेपर देन अगर हम डिस्कस करें ह्यूमन बीइंग में लंग्स हैं लंग्स में CO2 कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड दोनों होती हैं इन द रेस्पिरेशन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एक्सेल होगी CO2 एक्सेल होती है ऑक्सीजन क्या होती है इनहेल ड्यू टू हाई पार्शियल प्रेशर इन द एयर ऑक्सीजन है हाई पार्शियल 159 टार की वजह से ये इनहेल करेगी इन द लंग्स एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की विल एक्सेल फ्रॉम द लंग ड्यू टू पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इन द लंग्स इज हाई and carbon dioxide partial pressure in the air will low. इस डिफरेंस की वजह से ऑक्सीजन इनहेल करेगी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एक्सहेल करेगी then application pilot feel uncomfortable during the flight at the high altitude ये भी वैसे ही है हाई एल्टीट्यूड पे पार्टिकल लो हो जाते हैं जिसकी वजह से पायलट अनसफिकेशन फील करते हैं और सी डाइवर स्क्यूबा ऑपरेटर्स क्यों यूज़ करते हैं एट अ 40 फीट नीचे जब जाएगा इस सी डाइवर क्या करेगा ग्रेट प्रेशर से ऑक्सीजन इनहेल करना पसंद करेगा अदरवाइज इसकी ब्रीथिंग रुक सकती है ब्रीथिंग कम हो सकती है इसी स्क्यूबा ऑपरेटर्स यूज सी डाइवर देखें आप आहिस्ता आहिस्ता ऊपर आता है क्यों क्योंकि ये अगर तेजी से ऊपर आए लंग्स इसके डैमेज हो सकते हैं ठीक है लंग्स इसके स्टैंड हुए होते हैं अगर तेजी से ऊपर आए तो इसके लंग्स डैमेज हो सकते हैं अगर ये स्लोली आएगा इसके लंग्स डैमेज नहीं होगा अगर लंग्स डैमेज हो जाएं इस कंडीशंस को कहते हैं बैंड्स और बैंड्स को दो ही चीज़ें प्रिवेंट करती हैं अगर आपका सी डाइवर तेज़ी से ऊपर आता है तो इसे डीकम्प्रेशन चैम्बर में रखा जाए जिससे सारी गैसेस इसकी निकल जाए फ्रॉम द लंग्स और दूसरी बात नॉर्मल एयर के बजाय हम हीलियम गैस या ऑक्सीजन गैस हम यूज़ करें इससे बैंड से बचाव हो सकते हैं थैंक यू यहाँ तक आई होप जो आपको सबको क्लियर हो गया होगा लेक्चर थैंक यू अल्लाह हाफिज़